Welcome to Modern Home Masterminds with beSpoke Brokers. I'm Shawna Glazier, designated broker and owner.
And I'm Brittainy Williamson, associate broker. Shawna and I are beSpoke real estate, but we're also your guides to modern luxury across the entire state of Arizona.
Each week we chat with masterminds shaping the modern spaces. Do you want to get a behind-the-scenes look at your design build team's processes? Well, open communication and teamwork will lead you to a successful project.
From architects to builders, designers, and more, let's explore the art of modern living together.
All right, welcome back, listeners. When building your dream home, would you choose the new kid on the block or a seasoned professional who's been perfecting their craft for decades? Well, today's guest, Tony Calvis, has been building in the Valley for decades now, and we're so honored to have him on our show.
That's right, Shawna. Initially a carpenter, Tony had the vision to make building luxury homes a seamless and enjoyable experience. In 1986, he partnered with architectural designer Gary Wyant to create Calvis Wyant, an award-winning design build firm that unites architecture, design, and construction under one roof. Known for clear communication, meticulous craftsmanship, and a client-first approach, Tony has helped redefine how modern luxury homes come to life in Arizona.
All right.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, I think we want to start at the beginning. Can you tell us how your partnership with Gary Wyant came to be and how that relationship shaped your company's DNA?
Sure. Gary Wyant is the real talent in the company. I had the good fortune to meet him almost 40 years ago now, and he was moonlighting with my plans for my fledgling construction company. He had a kid on the way. He needed money. I had originally sought out his old boss, who is an architect named Dean Glasgow. And Dean said, "Listen, young cub builder, you can't afford me, but you should call Gary Wyant." And that's how we met. So it's just been, for me, it's been love at first sight. I don't know. Maybe we need to get Gary on another podcast episode. Gary's just got a wonderful knack, and he's good with people. And we've been together all this time. We also work with a number of outside architects too. One thing about Scottsdale and Paradise Valley is that there's an awful lot of talented people here. But in as far as how it's shaped our company, Gary, the fact that we're design build really appealed to me because I've got this perhaps obvious firstborn personality, where I like everything to fall in together. I want to stick with the Microsoft project chart, and it's all going to happen just the way we planned out. Now, that's not how life works, but it's a goal.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that with design build, we can give the customer this experience where the train just keeps moving at a nice pace, and their homes are going to get built in a reasonable amount of time. So I liked having control of that, if you will. I prefer to think of it as just giving the customer a great experience. But my daughter would say I'm more of a controlling Italian father, so maybe the other way is right.
I love it. Well, we know that Calvis Wyant Homes are known for their timeless elegance, very livable luxury. How do you stay ahead of the trends without creating something that's going to be dated in 10 years?
I think the short answer is if you stick with styles that are rooted in authenticity, architectural history at some point in the past. If you look at if you just look at an image and say, "Gee, I think that might be in," and then fill in the blank, it's something you recognize. So I think that stuff will always be in style. Trend-wise, our customers bring it to us. Our customers are really quite sophisticated. They've lived in a lot of places by the time they come to us, and in just what's going on in general. Also, activities with realtors like you guys. I think you guys really are on trend because you're seeing it quicker than we are. So I love when I can hang out with my fellow realtors. I learn a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things I have to say that sets you apart a little bit from everybody else in your field is you really do network with us luxury agents. I mean, you're at all of our meetings. I can't imagine that's fun to always be networking with us, but it's also a huge asset for your clients.
Why would that be, Shawna?
I mean, why network with realtors? But you're doing it, and it's a huge asset for your clients, right? I mean, you're directly tied into us, so you know what land is available, what's off market, and then to your point, what trends we're talking about. I mean, that's all we're talking about, what's coming up. So kudos to you for hanging out with us.
Thank you. Yeah.
And our business does move a lot faster than yours. You know, deals in our business are super quick, whereas yours are years long.
Yeah. I think in both businesses, we enjoy helping people. Basically, those houses have the power to transform their lives. And we all enjoy that. It's very gratifying to help a family in that way. But yeah, I've got them for years, guys. Just remember that.
We know. All right. So your team is really big about collaboration from day one. Can you walk us through your approach to construction management? And then I'd really like to look at some of your projects too and dive into them.
Okay, great. We like to meet the clients at the very get-go, if you will. If we can be involved helping their realtor with lot selection, that's a great time for us to get in. There's a whole bunch of things that just a lot of details that need to be discovered during lot feasibility. And I take the same real estate renewal hours that we all do, right, as realtors. And that doesn't scratch the surface to some of the peculiarities of the different places you might build. So I like to get in right at the front. I think we can be real helpful, and realtors like that because someone else is taking the burden of all that due diligence off their plate. So
yes, we appreciate that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, though, sometimes I call the realtor first, but I really want to talk a particular couple out of a site. It's not going to be appropriate for what they're describing.
Oh, he's the deal killer.
Yeah. But I'm not
Builders.
an attorney, so yeah. So anyways, I started talking about that and killing deals. What did you want to know again, Shawna?
No, just your client. No, this is it. I mean, you walking with the clients on the site from the beginning is really important. But yeah, just kind of your collaboration together. And I think the exact question was just your approach to construction management.
I think you mentioned on the phone a series of marriages or something like that. Did you say something about that?
Yeah, I've only had one. Okay, so yeah, and I still introduce her as my first wife, but she's not laughing anymore. Anyways, so yeah, there's we have a little more formal process, and not that we don't bend it around for and mold it to the particular situation, but the collaboration, like I said earlier, there's no shortage of really talented people here. So for each project, a lot of times it's our in-house architecture department that is the right fit for the client. There's one house we've talked about that we're doing in PV on Mummy Mountain right now. And it was obvious that Mark Candelaria, in this case, was the perfect architect for that client. So putting that team together is an important thing to happen early on. One thing, too, that really helps, it's I've never seen anyone else do it to the extent we do it, so I've always been surprised. But my goal for the family that we're working for is for them to move in. And sometimes in the architectural and design phase, the goal is to create something beautiful, and you hope they move in, but it's not. I have had architects say, well, if they don't move in, but we've still created something wonderful. And I'm feeling, like, we only went halfway, guys. Yeah. So what we do is we have a design workbook, and it's about 80 pages. Could be overcooked. I'll give you that. We have a design workbook that's a questionnaire about every room and aspect of the home. And we tell people this is not an SAT test where you've got to fill everything out. This is merely a trigger so you remember all the topics, and we know what's important to you. And it's a real litmus test when we meet the clients. If some clients will say, oh my God, this is wonderful. And other clients will say, hey, George, I don't have time for this, do you? And those folks that would rather just kind of just give us some initial thoughts and tell us to start scribbling plans, those folks have a lot less chance of going all the way and building.
Yeah.
So it's something we've noticed.
So is this book something you present from day one? Like,
yeah. They
As
don't
soon
get
as
to
they
take it.
commit
They don't
to
get to take it home unless they're really serious and sign up
okay.
with us.
Yeah. But you have them fill it out, and then based on that, you guys can start your planning.
Well, yeah. So the usual process, we try to, again, back to my beloved Microsoft charts. We want to get as many things going simultaneously at once. So once the customer selected a lot and said, Tony, Gary, yeah, let's get going, then their assignment is take the workbook home, and it's actually on paper. We have it electronically if they want it, but it lays on the kitchen counter, we suggest. And every time you go about your day-to-day life, you keep writing in it when something pops into your head that you'd like to improve with the next house or have different or whatever. And so while that's going on, we're completing, that usually happens, maybe the lot's not out of escrow yet or whatever. We're completing due diligence. We're assembling engineers. We're collecting the team, putting the team together. We might start with introductions to interior designers that we think would be a good fit. If our architecture department isn't right for the project outside, we'll try to help them select an outside architectural firm that would be. So there's a lot to do. So by the time that book comes back, maybe a month later, and oftentimes it's like we give them the book, put them on the plane, send them back home, and then their next trip out is a month or two later, and then we're off and running. So, but it really gives us a good boost. What Calvis Wyant's goal is that we want to make sure that first plan we give them is pretty close, and we want to demonstrate that we read everything they wrote, and we want to address it. It's either in there or we tell them why that part didn't work out. Here's what we did instead as an alternative. And I think it builds a lot of client trust that way.
For sure, yeah.
Shows that you're listening to them.
Yeah. No,
Sure.
it's I this is so important to people, and I think that's one of the reasons I like what we do. Is as a I guess I'd say a proud college dropout, and an old construction worker. There weren't many things in life that I could go into where our company could have such a big impact on people, and it's good to be needed, and we joked around about that seasoned part in you're describing me. I still feel like I want to make a contribution. I want to do something, and this is good work.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, you've done a lot, so let's talk about some of these projects,
Okay.
if you wouldn't mind. You mentioned that Mummy Mountain project with Mark
Maybe we start
Candelaria.
there.
Yeah.
So what's going on here?
Let's see here. So that is it's on Mummy Mountain Road, and it's on the north slope of Mummy Mountain. It's got a more than 180-degree view, and it sort of can't get any better from that part of Paradise Valley. It's just awe-inspiring. It's a 5-acre site. And the clients came to us because we built their last home in Silverleaf, which was very it was very Spanish influenced. As Silverleaf would call that, their Spanish mission style in their guidelines. So it's quite a contrast from what they're building now.
So this is definitely more modern. So I think we have some photos of their previous home as well.
Yes.
In
yeah.
Silverleaf.
So we've kept on our website. It's an excellent. Yeah.
The mission.
You'll have to go back to that.
Yeah.
There you go.
So are they currently living in this one now in Silverleaf?
No, they sold that a few years ago.
Okay.
So it's a great home. And we're actually still working in the home for the new owners, because one of the things we do is maintain these homes after people move in.
Is that a branch of your company or an arm of your company?
Yeah, there's 3 basic things we do as a design build company. We're building new homes, we're renovating homes, and we're also maintaining them with our Touchpoint Home Maintenance division.
Okay.
So,
and is that like a membership that somebody?
It's well, yeah. There's we get paid for it if that's what you mean by membership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously you should. I mean, there's certain warranty items, but
I can tell you we're not making any money at it, but people sure think it's a great service.
Oh, it's an excellent service.
Well, and you take care of your clients, they're going to stick with you, right?
Yes,
and they're going to refer people to you.
Yeah, and you know, and so and then too, the first year they're in or whatever, there's you know, the warranty. We always tell our people the warranty goes on for as long as you own the home, and tell the next guy the same thing. You know, if we did something wrong, we're going to come back and take care of it, and we'll apologize profusely, and we'll try to do it in the summer when you're not here to see it. But you know,
Smart.
but you know, the maintenance stuff. These are big homes, and there's just a lot to maintain with these. Even the smaller ones. It isn't so much about the size, but the complexity of what's expected in luxury homes now.
Yeah. So you mentioned the remodel, and we've got a photo of a home that you built initially, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
And now you're going to be doing a remodel on it.
Yep. That's
think
our
it's
Richard Neutra on home, which is very contemporary.
Yes.
Yep. There it is. Yeah. So it was Neutra was an architect that built a lot of homes in, I think, Palm Springs area, probably back in the 50s or something. And the style I've always described is a shoebox, a glass shoebox with spider legs. So I'm sure Neutra's rolling over in his grave right now listening to this. But it's 20 some years old. It was one of the first really nice custom homes that we did as a company. Not one of the first, but it was pretty early in our career. And original owners. So, 2 professionals, they have loved it and they've used it, and their needs have changed. The kids are out of the house, and there's some things they would like to have different. So we're getting in there. In fact, we'll be starting Monday on a refresh. Yeah, a pretty significant refresh. It's going to be killer. There'll be another set of pictures up soon.
Going to be the same aesthetic, same style.
Oh yes, yeah. No, it'll. We're trying to honor the home's original theme and spirit, if you will. So we're not really changing the architecture much, but
just modernizing.
Yeah, it's time to bring it up to date. Yeah,
nice.
Technology's a lot different now too.
Nice. Well, can you tell us a little bit? You mentioned on our pre-show call the difference between design build and then design build bid projects.
Or design bid build.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that design build is the idea that the customer has his team of people, the architect, interior designer, all the consultants, and the builder, all on board up front and working from the get-go, from all the way from lot selection perhaps to all the way to move in and beyond in our case. So that works. It works to save a lot of time. It works because the builder is able to give budget feedback during design. So once something goes from schematic design to design development, once we're through design development, we have enough information to take a pretty good shot at what this house is going to cost. And so we can give somebody an estimate then. We can't give them a proposal because there's still a lot to go on the plans. But we can say, hey, this is where we're at. And if we need to course correct a little bit, okay, the patio heaters are gone. Although I suggest you keep them. But so that's design build, where everybody's on the bus right away. In design bid build, that's more of the traditional way to do it, and it's a way certainly a lot of commercial work is done where a designer sort of lives in his own, the architectural designer, the architect lives in his own world, so to speak. That firm designs it and then will throw the plans out for bid at various points, and it sort of fosters it doesn't foster that early collaboration when you can change things before it's too late. Once you've got $500,000 worth of plans done or more, it's pretty hard to change them and go back. You put your heart and soul into it.
Yeah.
You put all your money into it. And,
I can see how that would work in the commercial world maybe a little better than the residential. Just because residential, you've got people living in homes every day, same people every day.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
They may want changes.
Yeah. But where our focus really is to make sure that we've given the customer such a great experience all the way along, and by getting in there early, we can assure that. There's always things that pop up. We tell people at the beginning of the process is that there's a hierarchy of three levels of who's in charge here. Number one is God, with whatever's left on the site for topography, washes, views, etc. And your neighbor next door. Number two, it's all the municipal rules and all the governing authorities, the HOA, etc. And number three at the bottom, and keep this in mind, Mr. and Mrs. Owner, it's what you want. That's the hierarchy, so we got to work within that. So I like being able to drive that so that we don't go down any rabbit trails. Like there's no point investigating something that can't happen if the HOA won't allow it. So that stuff just drives me nuts. When we try to not fit within the rules, I'm all for, bending the rules a little bit to get the right design and a good example would be some of the communities that were built 30 years ago. They didn't want modern homes because back then a lot of modern homes were just sort of boxes that weren't really architecturally significant. Whereas now the things that are being built in everywhere in the United States, you've got some really significant modern architecture.
I think we're seeing that. The Silverleaf loosen up, DC Ranch loosen up.
I didn't want to pick on them again, but yes, yeah.
It's even happening in Flagstaff, Pine Canyon.
Well, Pine Canyon's one that, that's they've had pretty restrictive rules, but they're coming around.
Can you let's talk about some of the current challenges in the luxury home building space.
Well, like I say to my staff, guys, this is a dumb business. Don't go into it. There's always going to be challenges with anything. First of all, this emotional and meaningful. So you have to just recognize that it's not a commercial building. The only thing that matters is how much it'll rent for. So it's a family's home. So that's always a bit of a challenge just by nature. But one of the big ones in my mind is that demographically, the United States we're just getting older. Not you guys, but
of course not.
But demographically, there's people my age that need services from people that are younger, and we don't have those people. There's a push now to try to get more of our youth to be interested in the construction trades because it's a great living, and some of the non-professions, some of the non-STEM kind of college degrees just don't bring the money that they used to, or you would hope they would. So
labor, is what you're saying.
Labor's it, yeah. So I think that, and we'll eventually have to deal with that.
Actually, we had Ryan Patton on, who's Arcadia Custom Builders, and he really went into our shortage of labor and kids out of college not wanting to go into construction. It's more sit behind a desk. So,
and especially skilled labor, the guys that have been that really truly know their craft. Like you were talking about, you had an employee that left at one point and has come back.
Oh yeah,
and,
sure.
And he's just really good at what he does.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, he can come and go as he wants. I love him.
Yeah. And I think it's wonderful to hear that your staff tends to stay with you, but if they do leave, you always leave the door open. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, no.
That's
I
right.
think that, but the labor's a big deal right now.
Yeah.
And, so the tariff thing, I think, is going to come and go. That's on everybody's minds right now. And we'll probably see the effects of that next year. I don't think we've really taken the hit yet for some of that stuff, but we will. I think labor's a big one. We want to train them up. We want to train them up now, and we're trying.
Well, on that note, we love to end with rapid fire.
Yes.
So we have
geez.
surprise questions.
Surprise.
Yes. Why didn't you give me these ahead of time?
Because this one, I think, we had to start with this one. What is your favorite book?
Favorite book? My favorite go-tos are, it's not, I have to make it plural, is anything written around the Depression, those Depression writers like Dale Carnegie or Og Mandino or, Norman Vincent Peale, those guys that, the self-help industry that was born then from all the, just everything going on at that time.
How many books do you read a month?
I skim a lot.
So for reference for our audience, Tony shows up at our meetings twice a month, touts whatever he needs to tout about needing land, and then offers a book to our audience. Our membership typically has like 200 or 300 in the audience. So he'll be like, today's book.
Yeah.
And the first person to raise their hand gets his book. So
Yep.
I feel like you're always reading if you're always offering these books. But so that's it. You're skimming the book.
I couldn't read them all. But
Is that Chat GPT? Tell me the cliff notes on this.
No, I'm just, I'm a pretty good skimmer.
So my question is, when is your book coming out?
Oh, there you go.
That would be great. I can't say I haven't thought about it, but I'm pretty busy right now.
Yeah.
So, it's, we've got grandkids. We're pretty involved with them. And so my life's pretty full. And running a small construction company is, it's enough.
It's challenging.
Yeah.
All right. How would your friends describe you?
Talking too much.
See, he does like the
He's
networking.
Perfect for a podcast, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good thing I got a real estate license, right?
Late nights or early mornings?
Early mornings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Your best advice for young people that think that they want to become a builder?
Well, if you're going to become a builder, a home builder, then you had better become knowledgeable about real estate. I'd become a realtor as well, and do what I've been doing for my whole career, is hanging out with the real estate community, because they know what's going on, and they're in a position, once they know, like, and trust you, they're in a position to bring you work. That's been our bread and butter.
It's
Good
excellent.
answer.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's true.
Yep. All right. Well, Tony, thank you so much for being on our show today. We are going to link all of your information in our show notes, but if you could tell our listeners where they could find you.
Sure. www.calviswyant.com, and or on LinkedIn is a good way too.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. We'll see you next week at Luxury Home Tour.
Yes, thank you.
All right. That's it for today's episode of Modern Home Masterminds. If you've enjoyed the show, please like, rate, and subscribe.
Thanks to our guest for sharing his insights, and to you for learning about everything modern with us.
And if you're ready to take the next step in your real estate journey, please reach out to us at beSpoke Real Estate. And until next time, keep living, loving everything modern.